Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it.
Did it just... I think it equipped the new secret skill. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Oh, also, there's an outhouse now. Again, just like the mailbox, doesn't really do anything.
Seems Zia's cooking got the best of him.
Oh, that's right, another vigil. Yep. That one's for just inflicting max damage.
The skippers delivered us from the motherland. The secret to how we built Caelondia so tall and proud lies in Bastion Quarry. Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Bastion Quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails.
So Rattletails are a little annoying because they throw rocks all over the place, and when they do this, they also burrow into the ground, and you can't hurt them while they're underground, unless you have the mortar. The mortar can hurt them while they're underground.
Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. But there was even more to it than that. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
Ah. Now that we have a fully upgraded pike, we just pierce right through this guy's armor.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Even stink eyes started taking root in here.
Sometimes you can actually get something beneficial when you turn some of the idols on. Like I mentioned, there's one idol that makes enemies regenerate health. But this also applies to the friendly enemies, like this guy over here. His health will actually regenerate, which means he'll be able to help you fight longer.
Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? It might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. The Ura always were a superstitious lot. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen.
Shouldn't have done that.
The largest ones, you know as cores. Single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards. A shard's got a fraction of core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head.
So, that secret skill that I equipped for the mortar, I haven't used yet. That's pretty useful. It deploys a turret out for you. Probably one of the more handy ones.
His big fat rump's plenty tough too. So is a kid. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says. It's him. "I've come to warn you," he says. "The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back." Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. "If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you." Because my countrymen will. Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl. Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help.
So this is the reason why you want to pick up the pets throughout the game, because they help you fight the Ura. Way out over here. Lady, way out over here.
Our little squirt, you don't make it.
Oh, our squirt died. It is actually possible for them to die.
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story.
Well, unfortunately, our squirt died. It is possible to have all your pets survive. Usually the one that seems to die the most is the pecker.
What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection. Now all we need is one last shard.
So upgrading the armory just unlocks a secret skill. It is Trapper's Snare. And if any enemy gets trapped in it, then they just can't move at all.
The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot.
So the Mercy is just given to you for taking out all the different enemy types that are in the game.
The Sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
And that one's just for upgrading all of the buildings. Not a lot left. And again, even larger blast radius for the mortar, or more damage. And I like more damage.
Wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of those.
Let's see, what else can we upgrade in one of the older weapons? How about the Fang Repeater? It's pretty cheap, even the final upgrade. More ammo capacity or faster reload? How about ammo capacity?
Now he can shoot that Fang Repeater all day long.
More damage, or it can shoot even faster. The problem is that it won't be as accurate. The bolts will have a wider spread.
Takes a careful touch to rattle those bones like that.
And then two pretty interesting ones for the final upgrade. Either the bolts ricochet on contact and will go and try to seek out another enemy, or all the bolts you fire will just home in on enemies. And this one is pretty good when combined with one of the repeater skills.
You don't want to know what he did to that thing, but believe me, it works.
How about, same with the bellows, going with the repeater. Then, we want with repeater, oops, going past it, we want bolt burst.
Now we can light him up or pin him down. Maybe both. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
So next time we'll check out Urzendra Gate.